Lots of exciting stuff coming up for NSE Plus this year. Today, we're starting a 4-episode series on the cardinal virtues. Now, one of the things that I found fascinating for years is that for many centuries in the Western world, students would have been indoctrinated with the cardinal virtues, but not so much so in the last century. Many students, maybe even most students, at least the ones that I teach, cannot even name the 4 cardinal virtues. Many, unfortunately, have never even heard of them. The 4 cardinal virtues are courage or fortitude, prudence or wisdom, temperance, and justice. So these are the great meta habits of the ancients. And the Christian tradition, thanks to people like Aquinas, picked Aristotle back up from many centuries prior and popularized these cardinal virtues in the medieval Western world, and then adding, of course, the 3 so-called theological virtues of faith, hope, and love. So note the claim here is that apart from the cardinal and theological virtues in the Christian tradition, one cannot have much of a life, right? This is an important claim, right? So the idea here is that apart from courage, prudence, temperance, and justice, and then again in the Christian tradition, faith, hope, and love, the claim that's being made is you really can't have much of a life, or you can't have much of a life that you might think is a life worth living apart from these 4 plus 3 practices. And I'll say that the more I learn about the virtue traditions, as you know, if you're a regular NSE listener, this is no surprise to you, but I'll say that the more I learn, the more I'm convinced that a heavy dose of study and work in and on the virtue traditions and on the virtues themselves will yield immense practical fruit in one's life.